You've ever caught yourself thinking, what is going on with my retirement plan? Or, who can understand this thing and how to make it work better for me? Or, what's going to happen to my account when the next crash hits? Then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Jeff Presley. You're watching Retire Like a Boss, where working Americans turn to gain more confidence, comfort, and control in their retirement accounts. In this video, we're going to cover the 5 questions you must ask your retirement plan providers. Stay tuned. This is the first of 5 videos about my recent discoveries as an investment advisor about retirement plans. This series will help you discover what's wrong, why it matters to you, and what you could do to fix it. Now, if you're like me, you probably want your retirement account to do 2 things for you. Number 1, grow, baby, grow! And number 2, support me during my retirement. If you're saving in your company's retirement plan at work, chances are you don't have the confidence in it you would like to have. You probably don't understand it the way you would like. You also probably feel like you have little to no control over what it's doing or what it will do for you in the future. You're not alone. A March 2017 study by Employee Benefits Research Institute asked workers how confident they were that they would have enough money for basic expenses in retirement. Their responses? 74% said either somewhat confident, not too confident, or not at all confident. 74%! In that same study, workers and retirees were both asked what age they estimate being able to retire or what age they actually retired. Here's what we found. Of the workers surveyed, 75% say they'll have to retire at age 65 or older, maybe never. And of the retirees surveyed, 76% actually retired before age 65. What does this mean? It seems to strongly suggest that people who are working today simply do not know how much they'll be able to count on their retirement plan. That's really saddening to me because as someone in the financial advice business, my number one job is to help people understand why they're doing what they're doing and what the payoff is for it. So ask yourself, what's the payoff for putting money in my 401k or 403b plan? How much is that money going to grow? How is it going to behave during various market cycles? How much income will it be able to produce for me when I retire? Whether you never think about your retirement plan or whether you obsess over it constantly, this is basic information you need to be able to make good decisions. If you're not sure the answers to these basic questions, I think it's time to get them, don't you? Don't get mad at me, but you're younger today than you're ever going to be. You have time today that you won't have tomorrow. Since all we ever hear from financial people is, over time your money will grow, let's get some answers now. To make it easy for you, I've put together 5 questions you must ask now to your retirement plan provider or broker. These are questions that will help you get the gotta-have information about how much your retirement account will grow and how much income you will have in retirement. When you ask these questions, I want you to treat this like an interview. Write down their answers. Here are the 5 questions. Number 1, can you tell me how much my investments are likely to devalue or lose in another bear market year like 2008? This one is huge. Many people tell me to this day, 2008 still weighs on their minds. Even though the market has made it back and really has set some new highs, they're still waiting for the other shoe to drop. Truth is, someday there will be another market drop, correction, crash, whatever you want to call it, and it's extremely empowering to know how much exposure your investments will have to something like that. If they can't tell you the answer to this, or they can't be specific, that's a problem. Whatever their answer, write it down. Number 2, can you tell me how much retirement income I should expect from my current investments? When you retire, you're going to be living on the money in your retirement account. What kind of life will it be? Are we talking cat food or caviar? And they might ask you stuff like, how old are you now? When do you want to retire? How much are you contributing to your plan? Etc., etc. That's okay. This is stuff that anyone would need to know when calculating future income. Be patient with them, even if you feel like this is something they should already know. We're after their answer, so let's give them what they want so we can get what we want. Again, whatever their answer, write it down. Number 3, can you tell me with even 50 to 60% certainty how my investments will perform in the future? Even 30%? Here we go. This is a biggie. Isn't it important to know how much your account will grow? I mean, having an idea about what it's going to be worth is kind of the whole idea. Now, when you ask this question, you might hear something like, we can't project that for you, or that's a good question. Now, the average rate of return of the stock market and the bond market that your investments are benchmarked against, blah, blah, blah. Or, well, no one can predict what future markets will look like. Yeah, I hear that all the time. Whatever their answer, just write it down. Number 4, can you advise me on exactly what I should be invested in to achieve my retirement goals? Okay, you might be thinking, well, maybe they won't tell me what I need to know if I'm the one who's picking the investments. So naturally, you might think it makes sense to have them pick the investments for you. After all, if they know the investments in their plan and they know what you're trying to accomplish, shouldn't they be able to tell you what you should be invested in? Just write down their answer. Number 5, if I want you to manage my account for me and do all the trading on my behalf, can you do that? If so, what will it cost? Now, this is really important because, especially if you don't like the answers you've gotten so far, you might prefer to have someone who's supposed to know how to do this doing this for you. Maybe they can do this, maybe they can't. Whatever their answer, you know the drill. Just write it down. Now, whether you decide to call their 800 number, have a live chat on their website, or contact your plan rep directly by email or phone, it's important you have these 5 questions printed out right in front of you. And here's why. The language you will hear these people use is totally different from the language you and I use every day. They might use jargon like, well, a well-diversified strategy should perform. With proper asset allocation, we really feel like, with the Morningstar rating of the funds in your account. And when we look at risk, we'll look at the standard deviation of your investments, and we'll choose something a little bit more. Why do they do this? You see what I'm talking about. If you don't stick to the script, you're not going to get the answers that actually address the 2 most important things about your retirement account, which again are, 1, how much is my account going to grow? And 2, how much income you will have in retirement. So if you'd like to download the 5 questions and print them out before your call, there's a link to a 5 questions PDF in the description of this video. And after you have the questions from your plan, why not shop around? You don't have to wonder what your retirement account is going to do for you in the future. You can know with 95% mathematical certainty what your investments will do for you in the future and how much sustainable retirement income they can produce. And if no one else can show you, I can. Give me a chance at the same 5 questions. Then compare the answers. May the best solution help you win. I hope these 5 questions are helpful for you getting answers to your retirement account. You should have more control and confidence, and I want you to get there. Would you help me? If this free video was helpful to you, there are 3 things you can do to help show your support. First, would you please like and share it? I'm on a mission to help working Americans have more confidence, comfort, and control in their retirement accounts, and I need your help in getting the word out. Second, you could subscribe to the channel. This will give you notification of every video I produce about retirement accounts. I think you'll find all of them helpful and insightful. And third, if these 5 questions inspired you to take action on your 401k or 403b account, please leave me a comment below. I can't always respond to all of them, but I do read every one, and I know others will too. Thanks for watching this video on the 5 questions you must ask your retirement plan. Now, in my next video, I'm going to share with you a study of 723,000 retirement plan participants' accounts that were tracked for 7 years. We're going to find out what investment strategies worked and which ones don't so much. I will absolutely help you increase your confidence so that if the Employee Benefit Research Institute ever surveys you about how comfortable you feel about having enough retirement income, you can answer very confident. Until next time, stay confident.